Welcome in, everybody. Match day here at Baylor. I am your host, Chris Halioris, and I'll be with you this evening for a blockbuster matchup here. A couple of top 20 schools getting one last final match in before we get to the national indoors that kick off this week here in Texas. Two host sites for that event, Baylor being one, SMU being the other. Coming into this match, Texas A&M, number 8 in the country. Baylor, number 19. Both of these teams going to be at this site. Again, the dual host sites. All the Texas teams except SMU going to be here at Baylor. That means Baylor, Texas A&M, Texas, and TCU. 4 of the 8 teams here at Baylor for the national indoors. If you want to catch any of that action in person, come on out. It'll be Media Day Thursday, and then first round action kicking off on Friday. We will get those draws probably tomorrow. It is an unpublished ranking that will determine those draws, and I was told by the ITA that they would let this match count in those seedings. So either the people doing the voting will wait until after this match is over to submit their rankings, which will be used to determine the seeding of the 8 teams at this site, or they just submitted 2 ballots, and if A&M wins and an if Baylor wins version of their rankings, so that they can have those seedings set and then expect to see draws come out tomorrow. Looks like we're the last court to start here on 1. We'll give you the lineups for Baylor. It's going to be Badenhorst and Koenig on 1, Carita and Veltz on 2, Anderson and Van Skalkwyk on 3. For Texas A&M, it's going to be Papa Malamas and Tokac on 1, Frusina and Monsi on 2, and Perez and Tiagi on 3. And we are ready to go here. Got A&M on the far side in the white tonight. Baylor here on the near side. So you see former player Quentin Van Wyk there for Baylor. Some coaching duties on court 1. It's Tokac here serving for the Aggies. Double fault from Tokac. Makes it 30-all. Good serve wide, out of the reach of Koenig there. Badenhorst and Koenig for Baylor, the South African connection. Koenig a senior, Badenhorst a junior. Both, as I mentioned, out of South Africa. Deuce deciding point coming here for Tokac. That one looks like it might have been right on the tee. Badenhorst calls it wide. And we're either seeing the chair overrule and call it good, or he's saying one of the players, but the way they were still arguing, I'm going to assume it was an overrule. So 1-love here. On one, we'll stick with it another game and then slide through. Nice put away by Koenig at the net. Tokac going right. Adam here on the near side. Papamalamas on the left. Tokac on the right. A missing piece in the lineup. I expect tonight for Texas A&M is freshman Marcus Mulder played Davis Cup this weekend, flying back today. But not going to be here for the match, or not ready to play. Jet lagged, I would presume, even if he is there. Mulder from Estonia. Big freshman signing. Also, doesn't look like Philip Pajanka is there for A&M either. Out playing pro event still. So the home Baylor Bears really would love to take advantage. A&M has been without Pajanka all year. They got Mulder for kickoff weekend. He actually flew into the country that week. Well done by Koenig. Easy hold for the Bears. Mulder flew in, and just to get him some action, kickoff week, A&M got Wake Forest to let them play a match on the Wake Forest courts. They played Elon at Wake Forest so that they could get Mulder a match and get a look at him before kickoff weekend. Tokac puts this away, but seeing the action here. Let's slide down to court 2. See if they're not in a changeover here. They are in a changeover. So let's go ahead and get our first look at 3, and we'll come back to 2. Again, here on 3, it's Blake Anderson, Connor Van Skalkwyk, CVS, as we call him, the pharmacy, and Tiago Perez and Chris Tiagi for Texas A&M. They're going to head into their changeover. 2-1 Baylor. Give us a chance to go back to court 2 and get our look here. Where you see Alex Carita serving for the Bears. Carita, the grad student from Romania, he's paired up with senior Zsombor Veltz from Hungary. Double fault from Carita there. They're taking on the pairing of Alex Frusina and Colomansi for A&M. Frusina transferring over from Auburn this year. One of the bigger portal signs that was out there. Good hands there. Coaching duties here on 2 for Baylor belonging to Itzhak Vandermerve. Would assume that means we've got head coach Michael Woodson over on 3. Battle there between Carita and Monsi. Monsi wins. Now 30-all. Break lead here for the Bears. On 2. We're on serve on the other 2 courts very early here in doubles. Good serve, just kind of slid into that chest of Frusina. And he tried to fight it off as it crept in there and just didn't get a clean shot on it. Sent it well wide and long, and so game points now for Carita. Monsi threads it right down the middle, going to bring up another deuce deciding point. So some deuce points early here to see if Baylor can keep this break advantage. Oh, what a return from Monsi. That serve clipped the net. Monsi goes behind the back with the return, lands it. But A&M unable to capitalize on that. And Baylor holds for 3-1, keeping that break lead. Let's go now back down to 3. Because again, here on 3, it's Perez and Tiagi. For the Aggies, Anderson and Van Skalkwyk. CVS for the Bears. CVS serving here. Just deep. Looked like a great return, and indeed it is head coach Michael Woodson. A big debate now. The chair seeming to say that A&M's calling the serve out. Not sure how that could be. They hit the return, thought they had a winner. So the debate should be on whether the return was in or out. Looked clearly long from our vantage point, but now we'll see the head referee come in. He will talk to the chair and find out what's going on as Coach Woodson takes a step back. You see Kevin O'Shea for the Aggies there as well. Now everybody wants to eavesdrop. Tell you what, we'll find out what happens there after the fact. Let's go back down to court 1. So A&M now has taken a break lead here on 1. There's Coach Denton on the far side. So now break lead A&M on 1, break lead Baylor on 2, on serve on 3. Again, it's Tokac now serving for the second time here on 1. Koenig looked like he had plenty of time to see the poach, and he went right up the middle anyway, straight at the net man for an easy put away for Papamalamas. Baden Horse pulls the return wide and having a tough time finding inroads here. As now 3 game points coming for the Aggies to extend this lead to 4-1. Just a single break, but 4-1 nonetheless. Next door, they do still have a break lead on 2. And there it is. 4-1 Aggies on 1. Let's go right back to 2 to see if that break lead holds up here in game number 6. Bears trying to get the crowd hyped up here. 3 chances. In fact, that was their hold, excuse me. So 4-2 now. So let's go back to 3, which for the moment looks like it could be the decider. Break leads either way on the top 2. That's a great cross there. You see, I believe, I'm gonna have to check. I think that's Barney Smith, maybe? In fact, it is Barnaby, call him Barney Smith there. Played at A&M before transferring to Florida State after an injury. Back to A&M as a coach now. He's got duties here with Tiagi and Perez. So A&M with the advantage now. They're up a break here on 3. Had been a break each way on the top 2. They add the second break here. Didn't want to hit it. Perez really didn't he wanted to let it go and just got a little bit of frame on that ball. Tiagi sent that one right at head coach Michael Woodson, who had to do a little quick flinch to get out of the way of it. Now 5-2 Baylor on court 2, 4-1 game points on court 1 for A&M. So this deuce point looms huge for Baylor, trying to get back on serve and square things up. returns straight back at Perez, and he puts it away. The Aggies hold for 4-2. So advantage A&M here. Gonna jump back to 2 as Baylor now serving for the set here. Velt's backpedaling. Into a nice overhead there. 3 points away now for the Bears here, but it's 5-1 A&M on 1. Just seems like Baylor's going to have to find a break back on 3 if they want to get back into the doubles point here. Oh, beautiful serve. Wow. Second serve ace from Carita there. Interesting that Itzhak Vandermeer of the South African doesn't get coaching job on court 1 with the South Africans. That one sails long off the racket of Carita. So 30 all, 2 points away. 30-15, 5-1 A&M on 1. We may go split here. If I see it, looks like we might be getting somewhere close to simultaneous set points. And it is set point now, match point, whatever you want to call it, here on 2. You can see the scoreboard, top left, right above the play site scoreboard on court 1. What an unbelievable match point. How they didn't get the first one at the net, just got by him, he lets it go. Baylor grabs court 2. Back to court 1. 30 all for Papa Malamas here for A&M, trying to serve this one out. It's an ace for Theo Papamalamas, and that's going to bring up a couple set points here on 1. Little shoe tying maybe there. Now set point Papamalamas. Dropped over by Tokac, and the Aggies take court 1. So it's all down to court 3 for the doubles point here. A&M up a break here, so Baylor's got to find one of the next two. CVS sails the return there. And it'll be 40-15, Blake Anderson to take the next one. Anderson and Van Skalkwyk 4-0 on the year, all at the 3-double spot. Return from Anderson deep, and it's a hold for 5-3. So now a must hold here for Van Skalkwyk. And then they're going to have to break to keep this one alive. A return winner. And now a hole for Baylor. Love 30 for CVS here. Got away with that, as he's been very successful with that wide, slice wide, but Tiagi was sitting on it. You saw him sliding right before CVS ever even hit the ball. He's going to have to keep him honest down the tee at some point, or at least body. Oh, Perez got the short one. Had a great look, ripping it straight at Blake Anderson, but ended up ripping it straight into the tape, and now the crowd is getting into it. You can hear them. 30-all. Love the atmosphere inside. Hawkins. Always a loud crowd here. Oh, costly double fault. So now 2 match points for the doubles point coming for the Aggies. Now another second coming. See if Perez tries to take a rip at it. Indeed, he did. Tiago Perez takes a rip at the second serve. And Texas A&M takes the doubles point. See if we've got another look at that one. Shoulder high forehand jumped on by Tiago Perez. So Texas A&M, number 8 team in the country, takes the doubles point, and we'll have a 5-minute break here as we transition from doubles over to singles. So give us about 5 and come back for singles action. All right, we are back and ready for singles action. Setting up on court 1 here. Marquee matchup. Baylor's Devin Badenhorst. Texas A&M's Theo Papamalamas. It's a big warm-up match for A&M, who doesn't have indoor courts. Qualified for indoors. Before indoors, they took a week and traveled up to Princeton, who wasn't using their courts. Made an arrangement with Billy Pate to be able to use and train on their courts. Taking their indoors chances seriously this year. So they've had a fair amount of indoor play. And one warm-up here. And on the site they'll be playing at. So great opportunity for them to get an extra match in on these courts before Friday. Actually love that neither the chair or Badenhorst or Papamalamas, although Papamalamas probably didn't see it, called a let there. Ball comes in behind you. You don't need to call a let unless it's potentially going to get in play. Little drop volley from Badenhorst. Half volley, drop volley attempt. Didn't make it up and over. 30-15 for Papamalamas. Papamalamas so strong off the ground. Going to be interesting to see tactics here. Badenhorst, if he's going to play the rally game, maybe push things a little heavier pace maybe. Papamalamas going to make him hit a lot of balls. And there is Badenhorst sneaking in. Doesn't look like he wants to get caught up in that rally game with Papamalamas early. Now from 40-15 back to deuce and a deciding point for Papamalamas in the opening game. And the forehand off the tape slides wide. And Badenhorst opens with a break. And you hear the Baylor faithful letting them know it. Break on one. We come down to two. Zomborvelt's Kolomansi. big serve. Out of the lefty from Hungary there. That's a deuce hold for Z, as they call him. Zomborvelts makes it 1-love here. Probably going to get a lot of changeovers, but let's try sliding down. Big hold there for CVS. So Alex Frasina here on 3 for the Aggies, serving to CVS now. Again, Frasina, the transfer from Auburn. Not sure here at Baylor if they're using the electronic line calling system or if that was just a flat overrule. It took long enough that it looked like it was an electronic line call overrule, but system certainly in place next week for the indoors. That's a big serve from Frasina right down the tee. Frasina's going to love this atmosphere here at Baylor. He's an absolute dog, and he loves when the crowd gets into it against him, and he will play into it. Going to be an interesting thing to keep track of through the night, especially if it's a tight match and a tight match on his court. I'm sure we will see some interactions between he and the fans. That one got on him quickly. Good ball from CVS, cutting it to 40-30. Same way Badenhorst got his opening break from 40-15 down. Badenhorst did consolidate, by the way. He's up 2-love on serve on 2 and 3, the courts we've been to. And now CVS going to see if he can do exactly what Devin Badenhorst did. 40-15 down. He's got it back to deuce. Double fault from Frusina. Confirmed wide by the chair, so it's a break for CVS. He goes up 2-1 here on 3. And we'll continue our run through the introductions and get our first look at court 4, where it's Alex Carita for Baylor here on the near court, scoring off against Tiago Perez on the far side for A&M. Again, no Marcus Mulder for Texas A&M tonight after traveling back from Davis Cup. Early on serve in this one as Perez serving at 1-2 for Texas A&M. There's a double fault from Perez and the crowd. We're 3 games into singles, and they are already loud and on the double faults. Not going to be an easy atmosphere here for the Aggies. This is going to be an absolutely amazing sight if you have a chance to get down to it this weekend for indoors, with all 4 of the Texas teams, obviously other than SMU, who couldn't be here since they're hosting, but Texas, Texas A&M, TCU, Baylor, all here at this site. Going to be some rowdy fans packing the indoor. 1 row of seats, standing room only after that. It's going to be quite the scene here in Waco. The other 4 teams at this site, LSU, Wake Forest, UCF, and UCSB. Wake Forest figures to be the number 1 seed in this region. Gotta think TCU is the 2. Then it could get interesting. You've got Texas A&M, and obviously the outcome of this match could affect things. Let's say A&M capitalizes on their doubles point and wins. Could they jump Texas with 3 losses? Possibly. They could get the 3. Something I think all the teams would like to have. I just don't think anybody wants to be having to see Wake Forest before the final site. So one would get the 4-5 winner. So you'd like to probably not be the 4-5. And another double fault from Perez brings up a deuce deciding point. Coach Woodson has words for Carita. Again, that indoors 8 teams at each site. You play the first 2 days, you seed them up 1-8, play it like a bracket. The 2 teams that make it out of that, so the team that wins the 1-8-4-5 grouping, they advance to the final site, and the team that wins the 2-7-3-6 grouping also advances. And a big deuce point won by Carita. So Baylor seeming to be getting the lion's share of the early deuce points. Let's move down to court 5, and then we'll give you an update on where everything is. Well, court 5 doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Let's go to 6. Louis Bowden off to a quick 4-love start here for Baylor. Give court 5 another shot after this game, see if we can get that one working. Oh boy, Tiagi in a world of hurt now. Louis Bowden 4 love and 3 break chances coming for the Bears. Bowden 3-1 in dual match play for the Bears this year. A junior out of Portsmouth, England. Wide it goes, and Louis Bowden takes a 5-love lead here on court 6. And so the Bears, with some break leads, let's go back and try 5 again. And where we've got it, but they're headed to a changeover. But Luke Koenig, 5-2 for Baylor. So now let's recap the 6 for you. I don't have the scoreboard pop out on the side available right now, so gonna have to rely on me. We'll go back to 1, but break leads for Baylor on 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's a break lead everywhere for Baylor except for court 2 early. Looks like we must be waiting on... I'm not sure what we're waiting on here. Badenhorst looks like he's at the chair. Papa Malam is serving 15 love, but... I wonder if we had I don't know, a bleeding time out the chair, not even in the chair. Oh boy. Badenhorst must have taken a medical. Look at him hobbling. Medical in the men's game comes with a point penalty. Actually, it does in the women's now too. But the way he's hobbling, I'm wondering if he did indeed do something there and take the medical. And now he's just going to have to try to buy time to see if it comes around. Bad news for Baylor here. If it doesn't loosen up and get to feeling better, he's just going to have to retire. He can't play on that. Not against Papa Malamas. He'll let it go for a little bit and probably be forced to retire. In fact, we'll stick it out here through the changeover. I'm sure he'll get looked at again, but last thing he wants to do, though, is let A&M put another quick point on the board. Even if he can just stay out and take whacks, he will. And there you see him hobbling on the... Just can't move. Absolutely cannot move. We'll stick with it for a second here, just to see if he goes to sit down for the changeover or if he calls it. If he takes his change over, he is going to take the change over. He sits down. Coach Woodson going to talk to him. Probably a, hey man, if you can't go, let's not push it. We need you this week at indoors. So let's go to 2. The only court on serve, you saw him showing Coach Woodson where it hurt. We can still see them on the chair to the left. Coach Woodson still talking to him. Let's see what happens. We'll watch action here on court 2, but So this one's still on serve here. Monty serving at 2-3. The Aggie women counterparts for this team here just warming up, getting set to play their national indoor semifinal at Northwestern as we speak. So both the Aggie teams playing right now. The indoors coming up for the men is where the Aggie women are this week, and they have made it to the semifinals and getting ready to kick things off there. Colo Monsi had an older brother, Sifos Monsi, who also played college tennis between Illinois and, I believe, Oklahoma. Zombor Velch now. Velch has got 4 break chances to go up for a break here. Put Baylor up breaks on every court. Louis Bowden finished off that first set on 6-love. So Baylor 1 set in the books. Badenhorst, you can see him serving over on 1. He's still giving it a go, hoping it loosens up, I guess. So Velt's now a break and 15-love here. But at 4-2, we're going to take a quick jump down. We missed the Bowden finish. We'll try not to miss any more as Luke Koenig's up 5-3 here. Badenhorst held on 1 leg somehow. So Baylor now up breaks on all 6 courts. That return sliding just long. .40-15 now for Perez. As Carita looks to keep the first set alive here, Perez looks to keep the first set alive. Carita get a chance to serve it out either way. Still break leads on top three courts as well for the Bears. So it's a hold for Perez. Alex Carita going to serve 5-3 for the first set. Try to make it a clean sweep at the bottom half for the Bears. Sends the forehand a little long. Maybe get a little nervy now trying to serve this one out. Badenhorst, I'm so interested to get us back there. Is going to have to be relying on the big serve now with one leg. But he's managing to hold the last game in 40-15 this game, so... Oh, that's too good. Carita just ripping cross, and you just knew that inside-out forehand was coming at some point. We get another look at that one. There's that corner, and then right to the other corner. Perez still almost chased it down, but too good. Going to take us over real quick. It's a deuce point for CVS on 3. Try to maintain that break lead. And Frasina nets the backhand, and it's a hold for CVS. And he keeps the break lead, so it's 5-3 Baylor on 1, 3, and 4. They've already taken the first sets at 5 and 6. Let's get back to 4. Oh, right as we come back, Perez with a pass, and he's got a couple break chances to get this one back on serve. Badenhorst mentioned he held for 5-3. Papamalamas quickly 40 love. But if Badenhorst can keep serving like he is, who knows? Let called. They'll replay the point as a ball rolls over from court 6. Big serve from Carita there. Gets it to a deuce deciding point. Set point now for him. Carita comes back from 30-40. He holds set. Baylor make it 3. Let's go down to 2. Oh, it looks like Veltz gave up the break advantage here, so they're back on serve 4-all. Let's go back to 3. 5-3 here. If we see them playing on 1 to the right, looks like they are coming out. Badenhorst, let's actually go there. Badenhorst about to serve for the first set. Let's see how he's getting along on the 1 foot and if it seems to have loosened up any on him. Still hobbling, but doesn't look as bad. Big serve from Badenhorst. Doesn't matter if you've only got 1 foot when you can serve like that. Probably what got him the last 2 holds. That one creeps in. See Badenhorst limping there. It's big server. He's in trouble. He can't play a rally at this point. If Badenhorst manages to find a way out to a hold here, it will be absolutely amazing for Baylor. What do you do here? Do you go second serve kick and come in anyway? He did go second serve kick and gave it a half attempt at coming in. Papadopoulos put it right back at his feet. Into the tape, didn't roll over, so it's a break for Papadopoulos, and we're now back on serve. CVS slide over to 3, where CVS is serving for the set. Oh, he got away with that. Telegraphed the drop shot. Fresina saw it coming. He was on the move early. And then slowed up maybe a hair too much as he got there, because he still tried to dig it out from down low. Flicked the topspin short, and now quadruple set points for CVS. CVS serving for it here. Teammate Zsombor Veltz on 2. Trying to break for it. A love 30 start into the Monsi service game at 5-4 for Veltz. Oh, that looked like it was floating into the net, but it floated over. And Fresina stays alive for at least another point. As 40-30 now, still 2 set points coming if needed for CVS. That roar looked like Badenhorst over on. Indeed, it was. Badenhorst broke for 6-5. And there's a set for CVS. Make it 4 first sets for the Bears. And we go as quick as we can to 2. Because Veltz has got, is he taking the towel in? No, it still says 40 love on the scoreboard. And Veltz will throw the towel back down, so maybe that was probably a questionable call. It goes 15-40. Now Monsi still 3 set points coming for Zsombor Veltz. Make it 5 first sets for the Bears as Veltz finishes it off, and now it's all down to Badenhorst on 1. So Badenhorst serving now, 2 points from a clean sweep. Ace wide. And Baylor now has set points to make it a clean sweep. 6 first sets. And this one's getting really interesting, really fast. There it is. Devin Badenhorst makes it 6 first sets for the Bears. We'll take this one down to court 5. Clearly we're going to see some answers from A&M. Tokac trying to be the first. This one furthest along in the second, a break lead for Tokac. Also a 2-1 lead, but on serve, but break points. In fact, let's go see that. See if we can catch the break points here. Louis Bowden facing 2 break points here. Fights the first one off, brings up to deuce. Baylor trying to make a case for their seeding this week. At the National Indoors. You look at in the current rankings, if all held in the places they were at right now, Wake would be the 1, TCU the 2, Texas the 3, A&M the 4, UCF the 5, LSU the 6, Baylor the 7, and UCSB the 8. And that's a break for Tiagi, and he goes up a break. So quick breaks now on 5 and 6, and we may have a lot of 3-setters coming our way. Baylor trying to make their case to get out of the 7 seed. A&M trying to make their case to get up to the 3 seed. Baylor just 2 spots behind LSU in the rankings. So could they get up there with a win? Can't understate what a huge first set that was for Badenhorst. We'll see how that foot is. Not sure how you, unless it really just gets back to where he's got 90% mobility. Not going to beat Theo Papamalamas on 1 foot, but extending it, not letting them put a point on the board, forcing Papamalamas to go 3, even if he's going to do it. Huge for the Bears. Wow, what an overhead. Not quite fully extended. Bowden on that deep ball on the baseline goes overhead anyway. That's some guts down a break early in the second. I like that. Ball put long by Tiagi, and all of a sudden Bowden's got break points to get this one right back on serve in the second. Coach Woodson could not be prouder of the way his team has responded to dropping that doubles point. Still no Calvin for Baylor. I know they were hoping. He was recovering, getting close, hoping to get him ready for indoors. I'm not sure if not seeing him tonight means not ready, or if just a couple extra days rest and maybe they give him a go. So they change over here. Let's look around and see. Already been to 5 in the second. Let's go down to 4. These were the first 3 to finish in the first, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, and it's a break for Tiago Perez. So A&M now just gave the break lead back on 6, but up breaks on 4 and 5. It's going to be shocking if we don't see a few 3-setters here. That's a big forehand from Carita. Key for Baylor right now is try not to let all 3 of these bottom half matches that all finish quick first sets go 3. They need to put at least 1, if not 2 of them away. Get on the scoreboard or get a lead on the scoreboard. Perez starting to find some confidence now. See Barney Smith coming over to talk to him. So where Carita, not really his game, but he might want to throw a little change of pace in. Perez looks like he's starting to find the rhythm on this pace. Boy, oh boy. Monsi's gone up a break on 2 for A&M. A&M is doing in the second what Baylor did in the first. I don't think I've ever seen a match where one team took all 6 first sets and the other team took all 6 seconds. We're a long way from that happening, but 4 of these courts already starting to look like that. We're going to jump back down to 5 as Tokac is creeping in on a second set and a split with Luke Koenig. Now 4 set points here for Tokac. And that is a set for Togon Tokac, so they're going 3 on 5. See if we catch. Nope, they made it to the changeover. 3-2 Perez. Carita got back and got the break to get back on serve. Louis Bowden on 6, facing break points. Let's see if right after he got the break to get back on serve, Louis Bowden double faults to give Tiagi the break lead right back. Go check in on 1 with Badenhorst. Does Badenhorst now believe he's seeing break points coming as well? Indeed he is. Scoreboard just changed. So 30-40. Badenhorst down a couple break points. Aggies have already taken a second. They're up a break on 6-2 and threatening for 1-on-1. Badenhorst just couldn't move around that. And it's a break for Papamalamas to start the second. And so now break leads for A&M on 1, 2, and 6, and already a set in the books on 5. So a complete flip of the script. Run down to 6. 3 more break chances for Louis Bowden. And it is a break for Louis Bowden, right back on serve. Battle of the breaks on 6. Bowden fighting from behind. Every time he gets it back on serve, he gives one back. Let's see if he can get a hold. But let's quickly go to 4. As Carita's got a deuce point coming to keep this one on serve. Bowden got it back on serve. Yeah, that Perez forehand is so deadly. Carita's got to find a way to get away from it, especially on the balls where he's pinned way behind the baseline and he gives a short ball back. Too easy for Perez, so Perez back up a break. So Perez 4-2 a break, but Bowden got his back. Monsi 2-1 a break on 2. Let's go there. Where do you set the over-under on how many sets Baylor gets after taking all 6 first sets? Choice is clear right now. You'd have to put the line at 1.5. And are you betting over, under? Oh, Badenhorst. Sorry, not Badenhorst. Velch looked like he was... Veltz looked like he was hobbling across. That's why I thought it was Devin. Looked like he was hobbling. Hopefully not. Colomansi, 2 game points to keep his break lead. Looked like that might have been deep. Very close second serve. Ball was called out. Looks like they are using the electronic line calling for a review. No, maybe not. Thought the chair had been looking down there, but doesn't appear so. Just a little talk for Veltz on a big deciding point here. Oh, Veltz was working him side to side. Monsi almost came up with a high floater on the baseline, but Veltz gets the break back, so the Bears now fighting back in it, but Badenhorst down 3-love in the second on 1. Also breaks on 4. And they took the set at 5, but Veltz back on serve, Bowden back on serve. The Bears making a little push to try to get a few first sets here. Let's see. Try to keep it where the action is. I think after this point we'll go to 6. Let's go back to 6 where Bowden, who's been unable to hold after getting the break to get back on serve. He's giving it back each time. Let's see. 30-love if he can come up with the hold here. See Barney Smith saying he liked that construction pattern there from Tiagi. Backhand from Tiagi, finds midway down the net. Didn't look very good. Something for Bowden. To play into. 3 game points now for him to try to make this one 4-all. Whoa. What a forehand from Tiagi. Down the line on the return. Let's see if we got that one on the replay. Absolutely smoked by Tiagi there. So now 2 game points still for Bowden. Oh, an unlucky net court for Tiagi. Couldn't do anything with the return. Bowden got a short forehand. Definitely not the way he wanted to end that point. It's going inside out to the corner. But now a big deciding point. Can he finally get the hold to keep it on serve, or does he once again give the break right back? You can see that nice ITA National Team Indoors banner hanging, the bright blue one right on the right side of the screen there, with SMU on the left side of the center logo, Baylor on the right, your 2 hosts. And Bowden gives it back once again from 40-15. He just can't get the hold after he breaks. And so 5-3, Tiagi's going to serve for the second. We got to jump down to 4. We got a bunch of seconds now maybe getting close. Perez 5-2. 15-30 on Carita's serve. So Perez and Tiagi both knocking on the door, trying to make it a split on all 3 of the bottom courts. Just deep. Little better pattern from Carita. Certainly have to make Perez play more backhands. Not sure what that was. I didn't see a let.
He's talking to us. We didn't say anything.
You can hear the crowd trying to incite Perez. It's set point here for Perez. And it is a set for Tiago Perez. Let's quickly go to court 6. As Tiagi's got set points as well. This to make it 3 second sets for the Aggies on the bottom 3 courts. CVS, though, is going to get a chance at a minimum to serve for a match twice. He is the lone lead right now for Baylor in the second sets. And that's a second set on 6 for the Aggies. So Texas A&M takes second sets on 4, 5, and 6. And we'll go down to 3. Where Alex Fresina serving at 1-5 to stay alive. The lone bright spot, as I said, for Baylor in the second sets right now. Little extra on that one from Alex Fresina. Said he would love this environment, but the way he's getting beat up right now, he could implode if he doesn't find his way back into this. He lost a heartbreaker, I want to say, to Come Roland de Ravel of TCU at the NCAA tournament. And gave an epic, epic racket fling over the fence and probably into the lake. That one's just deep. So 30 all now. CVS doesn't even want to have to try to serve it out. 2 points from a set if he can find a break here. Dispute here over whether CVS actually called it out. I'm actually kind of with the A&M guys here. I mean, I saw the serve clearly wide, but I didn't see CVS call it out initially. See how the discussion plays out. Looks like it's going to go to Fresina. So 40-30 game points there. I think the right call, because I honestly just didn't see CVS make the out call, even though I thought the serve was clearly wide. Oh my, I wish we were on court one. Did you just see Badenhorst just hit a tweener winner that we could see on the right? Fresina holds for 5-2. Let's jump over to one. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a replay on that. But that tweener winner for Badenhorst has given him a slight look at trying to get back on serve here. But he nets the backhand. For 30 all, and so 2 points away for Papamalamas from 5-2. We will get back to 3, where CVS is going to serve for the match at 5-2 there. Also, Luke Koenig has jumped out 3-love in the third for the Bears. So if you're a Bear fan, that one's very encouraging. One of the 3 setters already 3-love your way. Badenhorst wanted to come in for the forehand volley, and you saw a great slice low from Papamalamas and made Badenhorst not only have to change to the backhand, but make an awkward step on that bum foot. And he just couldn't do it. And so game points now for Papamalamas. Papamalamas catches one little miss hit, and now it's a deuce deciding point and a chance for Badenhorst to get back on serve. Oh my, what a ball from Theo Papamalamas. Badenhorst got the short forehand, looked like he was going to get the break, and then this. Badenhorst just didn't do quite enough with it, and Papamalamas knew where he was going. So he holds for 5-2. Let's quickly get back to 3. As CVS is going to try to put a point on the board for the Bears here. That's a double fault from CVS. Look at Fresina playing to the crowd. He gets the break, so no hold for the match.
Good, Devin. Come on, Devin.
So CVS, at worst, will get one more shot to serve for it here, but can he find a break for the match? Some second sets coming down to the wire on the top three courts now. Papamalamas 5-2. Van Skalkwyk 5-3. Wow, smoked by Van Skalkwyk. Absolutely smoked. May have to go to a double or just a quick switch if Papamalamas gets close here. You can see him right next door. That's him getting the ball from Van Skalkwyk. And it's a double fault from Fresina, and you know the crowd's going to let him hear it. He has been having fun with them all night. Now 15-30, 2 points away once again for CVS. And now set point there on one for Papamalamas. We're going to go split. It's set point Papamalamas, match point Van Skalkwyk. Badenhorst fights the first one off. And it's a hold. For Badenhorst, so he delays things for Papamalamis. There was a discussion there, that was interesting, with Coach Kevin O'Shea of Texas A&M and Quentin Van Wyk of Baylor and CVS. CVS tries to get tricky with a drop shot there, doesn't get it, so 40-30, still match points though. Just long from CVS, and so now Frosina's got it back to deuce deciding point. Match point number 3 here for the Pharmacy. Frosina fights it off. 3 match points fought off. It'll be 5-4, and CVS will have to serve for it one more time. Just give you a quick look here. Tiago Perez up 2-love early in the third. Also up 2-love on 6 A&M. Starting to get themselves back in this, but we're going to jump down here where CVS and Koenig could make it 3. Excuse me, could make it 2 for the Bears. Just missed did Koenig, so it's a hold for Tokac for 2-4. We're going to go back down to 3, though, and see one more time. Can CVS serve it out? Drops the first point, so Love 15 from 5-1. This is getting really tricky now. Look at Frosina. He is playing it up now. Really putting some pressure on CVS. This was 6-4, 5-1. Frosina not quite there. Surely there was a not up call, making it 15-30. Van Skalkwyk. Oh, and he misses the forehand. And now Frosina's antics playing it up are getting in his head, I think. 3 3 break points coming for Alex Fresina to get this one back to 5-all. Badenhorst got a break on Papa Malamas to get back on serve 4-5 in the second. Backhand up the middle from Fresina long. See what the game plan is here. Did he try to work into the Fresina forehand? Ball's going to sit right at the net. Fresina's going to make him wait anyway. A slow, gingerly walk back. Love the gamesmanship going on here. Oh my goodness, Alex Fresina, inside in, right down the line. Another look at that one. Backpedaling. Pass down the line, so from 5-1 down, it's 5-all. 4 on the trot for Fresina. Let's go over to 1, where Badenhorst has gotten back on serve. Beautiful backhand line from Badenhorst, and he's got 4 points to square this one up. You can see he's still a little hobbled, nowhere near as badly as he was after the injury. So match point, Zombor-Veltz here. And Zombor-Veltz comes from a breakdown in the second to take a straight set win over Colo Monsi, and Baylor is on the board. It's now 1 apiece. 6-4, 6-4 for Z. Go back to 3. And now Baylor. Baylor's got a path where if things went their way, the match is over in 10 minutes. Badenhorst 5-all. Van Skalkwyk 5-all, both with first sets. And Koenig 5-2 in the third. One quick push. They take it. On the flip side, A&M takes the 2 5-alls. And we got 5 matches going 3 sets. Now the crowd knows this is where they need to be. They've got to get on Fresina. Pure mind games being played here. 30-all. Papa Malamas also serving at 5-all right now. So teammates on 1 and 3, both down a set and serving at 5-all for the Aggies. Oh my goodness! Alex Fresina, another look at that one. And he is playing it up to the crowd as usual. Deep from Fresina, match point number 4 coming for CVS. Excuse me, it's not match point, it's 5-all. Feels like it ought to be. It's a break point to serve for it once again. Not sure what's going on one. Scoreboard still says 30-15, but there's nobody out there. I wonder if Badenhorst is taking another medical. Fresina puts it away. Let's jump to one real quick and see what's going on. Well, you can see Badenhorst arguing with the head official. So I'm not sure what happened. But Papa Malamas is going to serve for the second set here. I went to 4. I meant to go to 5, and maybe we miss it. Right there. The ball into the net on a deuce point from Togon Tokac. And Luke Koenig makes it 2-1 Bears. But now, where do you get it? Van Skalkwyk could get 3. Badenhorst is about to get served on for the set. And they're down 3-1 in the third on 6. Let's go back to Van Skalkwyk here. As Fresina's now run off 5 straight games. Van Skalkwyk's got to stop the bleeding here. Frisina is all or nothing. Look at this. Gonna have just a bunch of highlight reels from Frisina here after this. That one floats just wide as he tries to put up another highlight reel shot. CVS makes it 30-15. Carita's up a break 3-2 in the third, by the way, so if he could run it out, that would be point 3. CVS could be 4. Bowden for Baylor still down a break 3-2 in the third on 6. Frisina just firing away. Makes it 30-all. I think he feels like he's got a new lease on life. He was down 6-4, 5-1. He's run off 5 straight, and now he's playing with house money. Can't be too dangerous, though. You don't want to have to play a breaker here if you can afford it. Set point, Papa Malamas next door on 1. I'll try to go there quickly after this point. That's going to bring up game points. But we'll go split here. Set point, Papa Malamas on the right. There is an electronic line calling review there. I think that serving indicator wrong as Badenhorst is broken. And they split. And the return long from Frisina. CVS forces the breaker. So the 2 matches to keep your eye on right now if you're a Baylor fan. Honestly, if you're an A&M fan too, because you need to not lose them both. The breaker here, and Carita 4-3 up a break in the third for Baylor on 4. So 3 and 4. You see Coach Denton giving Frisina a sign there, I think, on where he wanted him to serve, maybe. Didn't quite catch it. Oh, that ball hits the bottom of the net. So Frisina double faults the first point in a bad way. Guess if you're going to miss, you might as well miss bad. So CVS first mini break in the breaker here. Ooh, that looked tough from our vantage point, but it looked good. Great composure from CVS there, because Frasina's defense is tremendous. CVS reset. On serve, but now 2-1 CVS.
Your point, Alex, your point.
Hey, TJ, coach is right. Coach is on the right, guys.